Welcome back to my channel, my dear friends, and welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much for your love and support, your beautiful comments, your suggestions, your opinions. Not so much for the criticism. There's still some of them here and there, which I have blocked a few again this week. There's no need to be nasty. There's no need to be unkind. If you don't like something, move on to something else or to another channel or to another pattern, as you wish. Nobody's perfect. We're far from being perfect. God couldn't please everybody. I can't either. Okay. 4-ply 100% cut thread is most of the time that I use for my patterns. These are Portugal brands. 2.75 hook, a small scissor to cut the loose ends, of course, and a small hook to tuck in the loose ends. I'd like to mention I do have a private crochet group. You're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile pic. I also have TikTok and Instagram. All these links will be listed below in the description box. All the measurements, the sizes, the hook size in the description box. I also would like to thank the women that came through helping others in need of thread by donating to my PayPal account. Thank you so much. Nancy McDonald, thank you so much for your donation. I love you so much. You're one special gal in my heart. Let me tell you that. God bless all of yous, and let's keep crocheting. Let's keep creating these beautiful pieces, okay? So also inside the description box, there's a 2-minute link video to how to slow down the video, or by touching your screen and you can zoom it in, just touch and bring out the picture. You can see the stitches more clearly. Okay. If I forget anything, I'll let you know during the video. Thank you again, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free of charge. We go a long way in many hours, dedication hours like there's no tomorrow, to bring these patterns for you guys. I don't speak just for myself, but for many other creators, designers. It's the only way we can keep going with these videos, by having your subscriptions. It costs you nothing. And also by giving thumbs up, it helps to circulate, have YouTube to recognize that it's an important channel. They circulate worldwide, get more people to join the channel. It's the only way we can continue this way, okay? So kindly thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell notification to be notified. And if possible, see the 2-second commercial. If it's long, you can cut through halfway, but at least watch a bit. It helps also the video. That's them with the commercial stuff. I have no control of it, but it does help the channel, okay? Thank you, everyone. Let's get started. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my subscribers. Welcome, newcomers. I hope you guys like what you see, and if so, be part of this beautiful journey with us. One big happy family. Today I'm going to create a, I can't remember the name of, it's not square, rectangular, and inspired, of course, by Crochet Art Crochet. She's Brazilian. I absolutely love her work, and I thought you guys would love the new creation she came up with, I think, a little while ago. I haven't been doing any tutorials for the past few weeks. I've been out of the island and with family. I ask you for your prayers for my family. They are in need of it. And I had other members fly in also, so I really hadn't had time to do any tutorials. Now that everybody is pretty much left, I am back again with the tutorials slowly. So for those reasons, I'm not crocheting that much. Just keep us in your prayers, please. Thank you. And for people that have not subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel to grow. And give a thumbs up. Of course, it's extremely important. And I can't thank you enough for all the beautiful message I've been receiving, and for a lot of viewers that have been praying for my family, either through Messenger or Instagram message. Thank you so much. So I'm going to be using this beige cream color, and why not this beautiful pink? It makes a big difference in a nice room or a little girl's room or any room in your house. It just brings it right out, especially if you have a beautiful vase with white flowers on top and so on. So I'll be using, to start off, if I can find my hooks somewhere. To start off, we need to start with a wider chain stitch. So I'm trying to find, because I don't have all my equipment here, obviously. So I'm going to be using the 2.75, and then we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to make it as loose as I want, as possible. I was hoping to use a 3 size hook to make the chain stitch a little bit wider, so it's not pulling too much, because it will be rectangular, so we want it to be nice and straight as we go up. I don't have 3.0, so I'll use my regular 2.5, but I will loosen it up. But if you do have a 3 hook, then use that. I'm going to start off with the cream, the beige color, and then come in with that beautiful pink. Okay, let's get started. I will leave Luzvanya's channel link below in the description box. You might want to have a look at her work. She's absolutely amazing. You could always turn your language preference on, obviously, because her tutorials are in Portuguese. And of course, if you're having a hard time with my tutorial, because sometimes I get over my head and too fast, you could always slow down your video. There is a link in the description box teaching you 2-minute video how to slow down the video. Also, you turn your closed caption on. You can pause, take notes of what I'm saying on each row. Makes things easier for everybody. Please remember to always be kind. There's no need for nastiness. I can't stress enough letting you people know. And I don't like to block people, but if I get nastiness, I have no time for that. There's too much going around in my life to even put up with that. And so thank you, everyone. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is that slip stitch knot. Now remembering, if your stitch is too tight, go a size or 2 bigger on your hook. You can do pretty much whatever size of threads or yarns you guys are using. Not every country has the same thing, but just remember, the thinner, the smaller your pattern. The bigger, the thicker the thread, the bigger your pattern. So chain stitch never counts for any stitch. And I'm going to do a total of 38 chain stitch, but I'm making it loose enough. I don't want a tight tension here on this chain stitch. So if you have hook number 3, use that, and then you can change to 2.75, or if you're using whatever other numbers accordingly to your thread or yarn, go a hook bigger, especially on this chain stitch. Okay, so 38 chain stitch. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 38 chain stitch. I'm going to go back to the 5th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th, and I'm grabbing both loops. I don't want it to bend. And making like a little loop here at the edge. Into the next one, next stitch, and doing double crochets. Into the next one, double crochets. Into the next one, double crochet. So we're going to continue double crochet, to do double crochets all the way to the end. I'll meet you at the end. Make sure you always look ahead of the video. Sometimes mistakes can be done. We can fix them. You can learn how to fix it right on the spot without frogging it, taking it down. And always best to be, watching ahead a few minutes or a few seconds before your next, because sometimes I even change ideas and change the pattern up. That's just how my brain works. Okay, so make sure of that. Okay, everyone, so I've done all my double crochets. I have 35 double crochets. I'm going to turn around. Now, this row 2 is no different than what we've done. I'm going to come back in, I'm going to stretch my thread, do a single and one chain. You can do your 3 chains going up. And on this row 2, we're doing just double crochet over double crochet. Okay. I like to do the single 1 chain, sometimes single 2 chain, depend on the days that I'm in. Sometimes my stitch is a little bit tighter, sometimes a little bit looser. So you have to pay attention to your stitch and see if you need to do, if you're doing like me, a single and 2 chain. If not, then do your 3 chain. I like it this way because it looks more like a double crochet and not just a line of chains going up. Okay, so we're repeating the 35 double crochets all the way to the end. This is row 2. Okay, everyone, going to row 3. So I'm going to turn around. Now this starts off working back and forth for quite a few rows. I'll let you know further up how many rows I'm going to do. Of course, you can go the length you like on it. So again, I'm doing my single, stretching my thread, and 1 chain. I'm going to have a total, or create 5 double crochet total, 1 per stitch. So with that single 1 chain is my first double crochet. So I have 4 and 5 double crochets. We'll have exactly the same thing at the end here of row 3. Now I'm going to build little square boxes, 1 chain. I'm going to skip a stitch and coming into the next one with double crochet. A total of 13 little squares. So skip a stitch, 1 chain, double crochet, skip a stitch, double crochet, 1 chain, skip a stitch, double crochet, 1 chain. A total of 13 little squares. I'll meet you once I completed my 13 little squares. So I've completed my 13 little squares. And now I'm going to do the 5 double crochets exactly how we started at the beginning. Don't forget to get this very last one because sometimes we have the tendency to forget it. Okay? We're going to turn around, going into row 4. So again, I'm always going to come back when I started stretching my thread, a single and 1 chain. I'm always going to do these 5 double crochets at the beginning and also at the end until I'm almost complete the size that I want of my pattern as the centerpiece. Okay, you still have to work around it. I'm going to do 1 chain coming on top of that double crochet with double crochet. I'm also going to have always a little square all the way to the end at the beginning and also at the end. Inside of this 1 chain space, I'm going to do 1 double crochet and 1 per stitch. So on top of the double crochet, inside of the little square, 1 double crochet, and I'm going to continue to do that until I meet this very last one here. We're not working inside of this one exactly how we did not work here either. That's going to be until the end also. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, so I have 23 double crochets, starting from the very first one here on top of the double crochet, 1 inside, 1 on top, 1 inside, 1 chain. I'm not working this last one. Remember what I said, we need to leave this little square all the way to the end, at the beginning and at the end. I'm going to do my 5 double crochets exactly like the beginning. Now, once we've completed the size we wanted on the length, we have to always complete at the end these 3 rows we just finished completing here, because everything else now is going to be just double crochet. So I'm going to stretch my thread to start off my row. 1, 2, 3, 4 on row 5, doing my 5 double crochets, and then my 1 chain to do that little box, that little square. That will be always at the end. So 5 double crochets, 1 chain, and now until the desired length, I'm doing double crochet over double crochet. So you cannot go wrong. So that means we're doing the 23 double crochets. It's going to be like this back and forth now for 28 rows total, and that's counting from this row here. Okay, so I'm on my second one. I have 26 more if we count from the beginning. So I have 1, 2, 3, and then I have to do 28 total of these, so 31 rows, and then we're going to have to complete the rest of the other rows. Okay, so I'm counting from this one here with the double crochets. I'm going to work back and forth, just 23 double crochets on the center, 1 chain here and 1 chain here, and then the 5 and the 5. 28 rows the same way, counting from here. Okay, so 28, then 30, 31, 32, basically, and then 3 more rows like that. 33, 34, 35. So we'll be having 35 total. But for now, just do your 28. If you want to go bigger, then you have to keep increasing by even numbers on here. Okay, on these ones here. You can go the length you'd like. Also want to remind you, you can use this if you want to make a big one as a rug using macrame thread. Okay, and that's heavy enough. You don't have to put a back sticking mat to it so it does not slip on the ground, because macrame is heavy. But if you're using yarn, you can get at your hardware store, at your local, wherever you get your threads and or you order online, whatever the case may be. So you can stick it behind the rug or carpet, whatever way you want to use it for, and it will not slip. We don't want anybody to get hurt. So I've done my 23 double crochets again, 1 chain, and continue to do the 5 double crochets at the end. So 1 per stitch. So it's just going to be a back and forth thing now. So I've done my 5, turn around, and repeat the same thing. I'm going to come in, stretch my thread, single 1 chain, doing my 5 double crochets again. And for 28 rows, like I mentioned to you, that's counted only from the first row of the double crochets here. That means 1, 2, 3 on your 4th row. That would be like my first of 28. Okay, 1 chain. And like I said, if you want to go bigger, then you have to do even numbers, counting from the row 4 and up as your first row for this. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do mine until I have 28 of these rows, and then I'll come back to you at the end of my rows. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing my 28 rows, trying to get this wire out of the way. And that's from the very first row that I had mentioned here at the beginning. So altogether, so far, we have 31 rows. That's with the first one. Now we must repeat the 3 rows that we started with. If you want to go big or longer, just keep doing by even numbers of rows. So we have 28, that means 30, 32, and so on. I'm not going to go that big. I'm trying to think if I want to go a little bit bigger though, because why not, right? Okay, so I think I'm going to go a few more rows. I have 28. I'll come back to you when I think that I'm pretty much done. But if you want to make like sets a smaller size, you can stop here at 28 and then just follow through with the beginning 3 rows that we did, okay? Okay, everyone. So I decided to go bigger or longer, I should say. Okay, and if you want to go longer again, all you have to do is just keep repeating the rows back and forth on even numbers. So I did 38 rows. That's starting only from the very first one here. So altogether, so far I have 41 rows. Now, we're going to turn around and we're going to do the 3 rows, the beginning 3 rows that we did. So obviously we're going to do the little squares. So basically you would do your 5 double crochets. So I'm doing my single, my 1 chain, and I'm stretching it enough to give me the height of the double crochet. One chain into the first double crochet and do my first square. 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one. 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one, all the way to the end. And then, of course, at the end, we'll do the 5 double crochets. So we have 13 little blocks. And now I'm going to complete the 5 double crochets. So you start with the 5 at the beginning, 13 blocks, and then 5 at the end. Now we got to do the 2 rows of the double crochets. So we're going to turn around. And do the 5 double crochets. One chain. No chain, sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. So we're going to come inside of that 1 block space, 1 double crochet, 1 on top of the double crochet, 1 inside, 1 on top of the double crochet. We're going to repeat this all the way to the end, so all double crochets to the end. So I've completed 35 double crochets, and then again the last row, just double crochet over double crochet. So my single, my 1 chain, and then again 35 double crochets all the way to the end. Okay. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished my 2 rows there of double crochets. Now we're going to work all the way around the pattern. I wonder if there's enough clarity here for you guys. Because sometimes, even though there's plenty in this room, I just want to make sure. Okay, so I'm going to stretch my thread here a bit, and I'm going to come and work exactly, which I'm going to do 1 chain, exactly on this last loop here of the last double crochet. So I'm going to do a single, 1 chain, and another single on the same place. Okay, so I've done 1 chain there. I'm going inside of that loop, the sideway double crochet with another single. So basically I have single right at the edge at the corner of that double crochet, 1 chain and 2 singles. Per each row, we're going to do 2 singles all the way around, okay? So grabbing that last double crochet, we're on the side of the pattern, and doing 2 singles per row. I'll meet you at the corner just to make sure that you understood. Okay, so 2 on each row, okay? Okay, everyone, so now I've done the 2 singles at the corner here. I'm going to do, no chain yet, sorry. I'm going to do right at the edge here on the corner of this double crochet, I'm going to do another single. So basically it's like having 3 singles at this corner. 2 chain, and on the same stitch, again, another single right at the edge. Okay, and then 1 right inside there. So 2 singles, 1 on the corner, 2 chain, 1 on the corner again. And let me just check this. Okay, so no single here. It's just 2 singles, and then on the corner, a single, 2 chain, and on the same stitch on the corner, a single. So now we're going to do 1 single per stitch here. Okay, so single, so 1 per stitch on each stitch all the way to the end. Coming to the end, we'll repeat the same thing on the corner. Okay, so I'll meet you at the corner on the edge here. So I basically did 1 single per stitch into the last one. Okay, I'm going to do 2 chain, and I'm coming back in that same one in the corner and doing a single. Now we're on the side. We're going to do 2 inside of each double crochet that we have here on each row again, exactly how we did on the other side. So 2 singles on each row. Okay, and I'll meet you at the corner again. Okay, everyone, so I reached the last one, did my 2 singles. I'm going to come right at the corner here of that double crochet, do a single, 2 chain, and another one on the same stitch, and then 1 per stitch. So now it's just a repeat of what we've done on the 4 corners. 1 per stitch, until the very end. Okay, everyone, so we're reaching the end. I'm going to do 2 chain. No, sorry, not 2 chain. I'm going to come in this one here and do 1 single. Okay, 2 chain, and I'm going to close it off on that very first one we've done. So we have that 1 single here and the 3 there. Okay, and then cut your thread and tuck in your loose ends. Okay, everyone, so pretty much cutted my thread, tucked in my loose ends, and I'm going to also use this mixed color, which has got the pink and the yellow. Here in Portugal, they go by number of color and not name. So this is number 18. A lot of you have asked me about this color. These are all 4-ply. So you can use whatever color you want. Okay. So I'm just going to turn on my hook twice. You can start off your double crochet as you wish. And I'm coming in that 2-chain corner. And we're going to do 3 incomplete double crochet on that 2-chain in the corner. So I have the 3 incomplete double crochet. So once we've done the 3 incomplete double crochets, I'm going to do 4 chain, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm loosening it up a bit. I don't want it to be too tight. So I'm going to count. So we did it at the corner here, okay? I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On your 5th double crochet, we're doing the 3 incomplete double crochets again, and then close it all together. Now, here in the corners, it's going to be, I hope I wasn't off camera. Here in the corners, it's going to be the shell of 3 incomplete double crochets with 4 chain space between them in the same shell. But we'll get there to the corner. 2, 3, 4 chain. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on your 5th. Doing the 3 incomplete double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the corner. So I've reached the corner and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 3 incomplete double crochet. Doing my 4 chain. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it lands right on the 5th, which is the 2 chain at the corner here. And doing my 3 incomplete double crochet and then turn my pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Coming back in the same stitch and doing that shell like I mentioned to you of the 3 incomplete double crochet. We'll complete this one when we come around it, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 chain again. Skip. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your 5th. Again, doing the 3 incomplete double crochet. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 only, not 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th. Continuing to do the same thing. The 3 incomplete double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the other corner. So I've completed the side here, and I have 17 groups. Now I'm at the corner again and doing my 4 chain. 2, 3, 4, and completing my shell, my 3 incomplete double crochet at the corner where we have the 2 chain, corner 1. Okay, so you know there's got to be 6 on the edge and then 17 on the sides. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I reached the end, arrived exactly where we started that first group. Better get this camera a little bit more. And I've done my incomplete 3 double crochets, 4 chain, and I'm just going to close it in on the edge here where we've closed off the incomplete double crochets. Now, I'm going to pull the string. Now, if you have a marker, you can clip a marker on here. And I'm going to put this aside because we're going to work with it again. And I'm not going to cut it. If you feel more comfortable in cutting it, then go ahead. I'm going to come back in with my cream color. So I'm going to turn twice again. And I'm going to work. Got this little string from where we started. So I'm going to repeat exactly what we've done with the 3 incomplete double crochets. So I'm going to start right here at the 4th chain, right next to where I've stopped my thread, and do the 3 incomplete double crochets. And then I'm going to close it at once. I'm going to do my 4th chain again. Try to hide this thread as I go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Coming into the next one again and doing those the 3 incomplete double crochets. One, 2, and 3. And I'm going to close it all together again. Just going to continue to hide this thread. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Again, where we have the 4 chains, we're doing 3 incomplete double crochets. Then I'll cut the excess threads out. This way we're sure that nothing's going to come apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically we're repeating exactly what we've done. And on the corners we'll repeat the shells also. So I'll meet you at the corner. So arriving on the corner, I've done my 4 chains. Now I'm going to do my shell, where I have my shell of the 3 incomplete. Turn my pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, and again the 3 incomplete double crochets. Okay. And then just repeat everything all over again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups now this time on this row. And we'll continue on. So for sure next row will be 6 groups. We'll get into that, okay? Okay, everyone. So pretty much finished all of my off-white, or the cream color, I should say. Now, we need 3 of these rows on this color. So I'm still going to ignore the just going to pass this through the front, the bottom one. So I'm just going to pass this to the front because we'll need to work on the front afterwards. So I'm pulling this thread to the front. I'm going to do my 4 chain here with the cream color and close it off. Slip stitch. Now I'm going to do a single, or slip stitch I should say, here until I get to the center here with a single and 2 chain. Going to do those 3 incomplete double crochets again. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Nothing changes, we're just repeating. We need 3 of these rows like this. Okay, coming to the corners, we'll still do the shells in the corners. So I have one more row of this color, and then I'll come back to this one here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my 3 rows. It's just a repeat of what we've done here. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much did my 3 rows of the cream color. And now I'm going to come in where I left that big string there. And I'm going to work 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain. I'm coming right here on the center of this group, doing a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain again. And again, coming right in the center of this one here. Single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain. So that's pretty much what we're going to do to this row. And single. Until we get to the corner, and then I'll show you at the corner what we're doing. So we're at the corner, and I'm going to come right on the center. Well, actually, one more before the corner, isn't it? So I'm going to come right here on the shell, on that first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I'm coming right in between the shell here. Single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on to the next one. Right here of the shell. I'll show you in a second so you can see it clearly. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, you're going to turn your pattern and into the next one. So this is what the corner is going to look like. So you have those 2 loops here. You do your 8 chain and you come into that space. Then 8 chain in the center of the shell here. 8 chain into the next space. So we're going to continue to do that all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. All corners, 4 corners will be like that. Okay? Okay, everyone, so I'm reaching the end. I'm on my last loop. Now the last loop we're going to do a little bit different. So I've hooked in the center of my shell. With this thing, I'm going to do 4 chain only. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to roll twice on my hook. And I'm going to come in right at the edge here where I have the other one. Take out 2, and the last 2. That means I want it to end up in the center of this loop. Okay. We're going to start to hook these loops back here on the second row. So we're on here. Right on the center. And I'm going to come back here and hook it right on the edge here of that group there. I'm going to do 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to come into the center of this one here. And I'm going to hook it all together with the shell, or should I say the group. So I just want to make sure that you see it. So in the center here, and I'm going to come in and hook it right on that group where we've closed off with a single. So basically it's going to close off. Just gonna fix this properly like that. And then the next one will be hooking it up here again. Okay, so that's how it's going to look like. I have a similar pattern to this, but square actually, which I have not done the tutorial yet. And then again, we're going to continue to do the 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, coming in the center, and we're hooking it on the same place as we did on the previous row, right on that loop there of the group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and again the same thing, coming in and hooking it right back here with a single. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. So they're going to be like that, pretty much covering over the group, or having that group on the center of these loops. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, just want to make sure that you guys don't forget the corners. We cannot be doing loops like this. We must do the corners the same way as we did here. So we hooked the last one here. Just going to redo it so you guys can see it. There's no confusion. So I've done my 8 chain. I'm going to come in. I'm going to hook it on here, as we normally would. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to come in the center here of my shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then continue to close in as we normally do. So we must have the 2 loops here at, let me just forward a bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your 4 corners must have the 2 loops here also, okay? So you got to do the same thing. You got to hook it on here and then continue on closing. When I come back, I'll come and do exactly the same thing on that one. Okay, so all 4 corners the same way, and then proceed again with the same thing, closing as we were doing. 8 chain. Coming in, make sure that you hook it onto that group of the 3 incomplete double crochet. Okay, so that's pretty much how it's going to look like. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, completing my row. I'm on my last one, so I did 4 chains only. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do the triple. Take out 2, take out 2 and the last 2. Now I'm going to close it in on the one behind it, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And continuing to do exactly the same thing, just remembering that your corners, they have to have always the 2 loops there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I'll meet you at the corner again just to make sure that you're on the right track. Okay. So I'm getting to the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And make sure you come in the center of that shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, you got those 2 loops at the corner. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, reaching the end now. On this last one, I'm going to do 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's because I'm changing thread. Now, with this design, you can go larger. Just keep adding rows and continuing to do exactly the same thing as we've been doing. You just continue on with the rows as wide as you'd like also. So I'm going to come in now with the pink. Just going to tuck in my loose end. So this pink is number 6, collar number 6, also a 4-ply. I'm going to start here on the cream color. I'm going to do 4 singles. Try to hide this thread as I go. 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to hook this last loop here with a single. Again, coming inside of that loop, the 4 chain loop, or yes, the 4 chain loop, 2, 3, and 4. Bringing that loop up front and closing it in. Taking that loop in the back, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Single again. Okay, so I'll meet you at the corner just to make sure we are on the right track. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the corner. We're going to do this time 2 singles, 2 chain, and 2 more singles. And then hook the one here at the corner, and then continue on. So all 4 corners will be like that, 2 singles, 2 chain, and then hook it in. The rest is all 4 singles. So that's how the corner is going to be, okay? all 4 corners the same way. So you'd hook this one here, and then 2 singles, 2 chain, 2 singles, and hook it again. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished my row. Now, this row that we're going to start is all double crochets, okay? So, close in with slip stitch. I'm going to do 1 chain, and I'm going to come back into that single that I've closed in. Single, 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. So we're doing 1 double crochet per stitch. So we had 4 singles here. We have 4 double crochets. 1 on top of the double crochet where we hook that loop. Okay, so you gotta make sure you have the right amount so we don't run into any problems, obstacles, okay? When I get to the corner, I'll come back to you. So it's just double crochet per stitch all the way around, but I'll meet you at the corner. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the corner, coming in that 2 chain that I've done, and doing 2 double crochets inside of the 2 chain. 2 chain again, and 2 more double crochets inside of that 2 chain. And then 1 per stitch again, all the way around. So we're going to repeat this the same way, just 1 double crochet per stitch, and in the corners we're doing 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 double crochet. Okay, like that over here. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've completed my row. Now this next row is all about single crochets. I'm going to do 1 chain and come back in the same one, do my first single. So 1 per stitch, just singles all the way around. Coming to the corners, we'll do 1 single, 2 chain, and 1 single. But I'll meet you at the corner just to make sure that you are understanding. Very simple. So I'll meet you at the other corner. So I'm at the corner, coming in doing a single, 2 chain, and a single again. And then just continuing 1 per stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row. If I count my singles from here on the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm on my 7th. I'm going to continue until 10 with slip stitch, 8, 9, and on my 10th, I'm doing a single already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now I'm going to go up 2 chains. So I've done a single, 2 chain. That's my first double crochet, and I'm going to do 5 more chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to come in the same stitch and do a double crochet. So basically I'm creating a V. 1 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3. On my 4th one, I'm doing a group of 4 double crochets, 1 per stitch. So we're going to repeat this again. One chain, skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. We're creating that sort of V. Double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Coming back in, double crochet, 1 chain, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, doing groups of 4, double crochet, 1 per stitch. Okay, just like that. So you have to remember 1 V, 4 double crochet, skip 3 going to the 4th, 1 V, 1 chain, skip 3 going to the 4th, 4 double crochet. Okay, I'll meet you at the corner. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finishing my row here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 V's. Now, when I skip the 3 and going to the 4th, if I do, so I added 2 on the same stitch on the last one. If I did it here, I wouldn't have anything to skip. So I'm skipping that 1 chain, and I'm coming in that corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And doing my V at the corner also, 1 chain. I'm only going to skip 1 stitch and automatically going into the next one and doing the 4 double crochet. So skipping only 1. Basically skipped 1 here and 1 here. 1 chain, skip 1, 2, 3, and to my 4th, and continue to build those V's. I'll come back to you at the corner in case it doesn't follow up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If we need to make an adjustment, we will. 1, 2, 3, 4. And continue with the 4 double crochets. 1 chain space between them always. So I'll meet you here at the other corner just to make sure we're on the right track. Okay, everyone. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to skip only 1, 2 on my 3rd one. I'm doing the double crochet next and 2 together on the last one. Okay, that means I'm skipping only 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back in. One chain, skipping only 1 stitch and continuing to do the double crochets. The 4 double crochets. 1 chain, 1, 2, 3 into my 4th, and continue on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remembering we must have the same amount of shells on all sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shells on this side, we must have it also at the other edge. Okay, and I said we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 shells on the long side. We must have it also on the other side. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. So if you need to skip 1 or 2, don't worry, you can do that. It's not going to change anything on the pattern. Okay, everyone, so I'm reaching the end. So I have my 5 V's on the edge. I've done my 1 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, and I'm going to come into the 3rd one on here. So pretty much just adjusting to have them fit and not too much space in between them. 1 chain. So I have my single, my 2 chain. I'm going to go on the 2nd one and close it up. Okay. I'm going to come inside of the center of my V with a single 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. I'm doing 10 double crochets total. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 double crochets inside of each V. Skipping that first double crochet, coming into the 2nd with a single, and the next one is single. So we're not working the first nor the last double crochet. Coming back in again, doing the 10 double crochets. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. If there's any changes at the edges, at the corners, I'll come back to you, but I don't think there should be any changes at all. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're almost there. Skip that first double crochet, come into the 2nd with a single and another single. Now, of course, you want to be more creative, you want to be more, you want your pattern to stand out. You could have used the cream on these 10 double crochets. I thought of doing that, and then I says, no, I'm just going to keep it very simple. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so the corners, we are going to do 12 double crochets and not 10, because we need that corner to curve properly. We don't want the stitch to be pulling. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Only on the 4 corners. And again, jump that first double crochet, go into the 2nd with a single, and the next one. Everywhere else is 10 double crochets in the shells. Okay, so only the corners will do 12. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've closed in with slip stitch, finished my row, and I've done 1 chain. I'm going to come behind the 2nd double crochet. We're doing back post. Now, I'm not going to, we're not working the first double crochet, and we're not working the last double crochet. Yes, okay, so I'm not going to do, can't do 1 chain, it's going to look silly. So we've closed it with slip stitch. Let's do it this way. I'm going to do a slip stitch on the 2nd double crochet and 1 chain just to get me going. I'm going to come from behind to the front. Let's try that again. Sometimes you just have to figure out. Okay, so don't turn the thread on the hook. So I'm on the 2nd double crochet. I'm going to come from behind to the front and to the back. And I want to do a single My stitch is always so tight. Try that again. Okay, so I got it. Single and 3 chain. That means it's single 2 chain for double crochet and 1 for space into the next one, which is the 3rd double crochet. So I have 2 double crochets. We'll be doing 2 double crochets and 2 triples. So back posts, triple, 1 chain, and back post, triple. So we have a total of 4, 2 double crochet and 2 triple, chain 2. Again, repeating on this side also, 2 triple, 1 chain, triple again. So 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. And here we're going to do 2 double crochets, exactly how we started. We're not working the first double crochet, and we're not working the last. I'm coming directly into the 2nd double crochet and back posts again. Now remembering that the corner ones, since we have 12, we're also not working the first nor the last. So we'll have more of these to do, but I'll get to it when I get to the corner. I can show you guys how we're going to proceed. So 2 double crochet, 2 triple, chain 2, and again. 1 chain, and again a triple. 1 chain, and 2 double crochet. I'm going to continue mine, and as soon as I get to the corner, I'll come back to you and show you how we're going to proceed with the corner one, okay? Okay, everyone, so I pretty much started already on my last row. Now, on the corner of the 12 double crochets, I've skipped the first double crochet and did 2 double crochets, 1 per stitch, back post, and 3 triples. 2 chain, 3 triples again, and 2 double crochets, exactly like the first ones here. So I didn't work the first double crochet nor the last. Now, as far as this last row, very simple, it's just picot. So you basically would go in between the double crochets with your single. Let's say you're starting your first stitch, doesn't matter where you start, and do 3 chain. I'm coming behind that single and picot. Again, single, 3 chain, behind it, picot. Single, come behind it, and picot. So we are on the center where we did the triples. Remember, we did 2 double crochets and 2 triples. So I'm right on the middle between the 4 triples. I'm going to do a single. I've done a single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain this time, coming behind it, and single, coming back in with a single on the same stitch. Okay, so you're going to have 1, 2, 3 picots on one side, 6 chain, come back in with a single, and 3 picots on the other side. 1, 2, 3, after I've done my picot of 6 chain, with a single, 3 chain. And then just continue again. Single, 3 chain, coming behind that single. So I have 2 picots, 1, 2, and 3. Behind it. So I have my 3 picots on this side. The last one, I'm not doing picot. I'm going directly in between. So I do a single and come directly into the next. 1, 2, 3. Picot. single, 1, 2, 3 chain, picot. And again, 1, 2, 3, picot, and now I'm on the center. So we have the 3 picots, single and 6 chain. Pretty easy, nothing to it. When you get to the corners, I'll show you in a second. Don't forget you have to do another single in there, so you've closed in your 6 chain picot, another single, and then continue with your 3 chains for picot. We do not do picot on the last one. Okay, so 3 picots on one side, 6 chain, close your picot, and then single, and then continue to do your 3 picots. We don't do the last one. We come directly into the next motive and continue by there. On the corner ones, exactly the same thing, come in between. This time we have 1, 2, 3, 4 picots, and then 6 chain, close it, single, and then 4 picots. We don't do the last one. Okay, so this pretty much does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I will leave the measurements below. Don't forget, if you want to go bigger, you just have to increase even number on the double crochets here, and then finish with the 3 rows exactly how we started. You can also go wider by increasing each row of these 3 incomplete double crochets, as I've explained to you before. And I will see you on the next tutorial. Thank you so much for being here. I miss you guys. God bless you. Thank you, Lusvania Art Crochet. This is absolutely stunning. It's so similar to an oval one or a square one I have. Eventually, I will do a tutorial on that too. And I will see you in the next tutorial. God bless you. I send you much love, much hugs. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.